gonna be a health raiser, is what I choose to do with my time. Got a sacred download from the divine. When we rise up, set ourselves free, this allows us to express TLC, tolerance, love, and think.
Hey, this is Dr. Sam, the health raiser, as well as the conscious creator of the real quick fix to better health, healing, and total well-being. Yes, that's right. There really is a quick fix, and I am dedicated to showing you just how to get it. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's very important, and that is awareness. You see, awareness is one of the first steps in changing something. It's very hard to change if you don't first become aware that you need to change it. Okay, so now I want to share a funny story with you about awareness. So I'm in a rehabilitation clinic one day, and one of my patients comes in, and he takes off his coat, and then he sets down his health beverage, and I say to him, "What are you drinking there, Chief?" And he says, "Oh, this is good for me." I said, "Oh, really? Well, what is it?" He said, "It's a large cup of coffee." I said, "Oh, well, as long as you think so." And he said, "What do you mean by that?" "I'm not the biggest fan of coffee. I think the detriments far outweigh the benefits, but it only really matters how you feel about it." And he said, "Well, I don't agree with you." And I said, "No, and that coffee probably doesn't agree with you." And he's like, "What are you talking about? I heard that a cup a day is good for you." And I said, "Well, sir, that's not a cup. That's probably a cup and a half or 2 cups. He said, "What are you talking about?" And he holds his cup up. Because this is 1 cup. And I said, "Sir, how big is that cup?" He said, "Well, probably, I don't know, it's a cup." And I said, "Well, if we took a measurement on it, I guarantee it's more than a cup." He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, there's only 8 ounces in a cup, and that's probably at least 12 to 16 ounces. He said, "Well, I don't believe that." I said, "Well, you don't believe me, or you don't believe in the metric system?" He said, "Well, I don't believe that's right." I said, "Okay, well, did your wife cook at all?" She said, "Oh yeah, she's a great cook." I said, "Okay, well, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go home and ask your wife how many ounces are in a cup. And then when you come back, we can have this discussion again." So he leaves therapy that day, and he comes back in a few days later for another appointment. And I said, "So, what did your wife say?" And he looked at me, and he looked down, and he looked back up, and he said, "She said you're right." And I said, "I'm right about what?" He said that there's 8 ounces in a cup. I said, "Okay, well, it's not about, again, me being right. This is what the metric system is." And I said, "Well, what did you say to her?" And he said, "But this is always the cup I've drank out of." And she said, "Yes, honey, it is. But that is a 16-ounce cup. So actually, it's 2 cups." He looked at me and said, "So what you're saying is this probably isn't healthy at this point because it's 2 cups of coffee a day." I said, "Well, sir, that is twice the amount that you thought you were drinking. And you had said to me that you had read or heard that 1 cup a day is good for you. So you're getting twice that. And if we want to apply the whole, some is good, more is better philosophy, it definitely isn't. In this case, it definitely is not, because you're far exceeding the 1 cup minimum for health benefits that you believe that cup is giving you." So he said, okay. Well, I'm reluctant to cut this back, but I will, because I definitely want to only be taken in the amount that I would take to get the benefits out of it. I said, "Okay, that's great." And he said, "I do appreciate you bringing my awareness to it." And I said, "And that's the key right there, my friend, awareness. It's always about awareness. That's what health is in one word. It's awareness. It's awareness of the things that we're consuming, not only food, but beverages, the TV shows, the people we're hanging out with, the things we put on our bodies, all the things we consume. We have to be very, very aware of that. Because if we're not, then those things definitely tend to catch up with us. And people very often suffer from what I like to call the great disconnect. The great disconnect is the difference between what they think they're doing and what they are actually doing. Again, the difference between what they think they're doing and what they're actually doing. And the way to break that great disconnect is to have the right kind of awareness. So hopefully this little fun story helped drive that point home today. And I'd like to tell you, speaking about awareness, of an awesome event that I have coming up, because if I don't make you aware of it, then you won't know it exists. And that event is my upcoming retreat in Costa Rica this year, 2020, from March 14th to the 20th. Again, Costa Rica, March 14th to the 20th. This March, it's my next Health Razor Wellness Retreat, and it will be absolutely epic. And we're gonna have amazing food, we're gonna have amazing fun adventures like zip lines and jungle hikes and waterfalls and beaches. We're gonna have body work and individual therapeutic sessions. We're gonna do yoga, we're gonna do qigong, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna dance, we're gonna sing, we're gonna do meditation, we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff. So I will put a link down below in the description of this video as well as on the screen here so you can check it out. And now that you're aware, I'll see you there. Again, my name is Dr. Sam, the Health Razor, and hopefully this helped provide some healthy motivation you need to succeed. Much love.
Along with this mission is when it became a clear vision.